Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Off the Field podcast, and we are on episode 30. I cannot believe that we are already on episode 30 of this podcast. I'm your host, Jay. If you guys are new to my podcast, it's where I talk about sports and I talk about behind the scenes things of what happens for streaming or anything like that, and I try to give you guys some little tips and tricks along the way. In this episode today, I want to talk about being afraid to post. Now, this came from um my streams, because I do stream on Twitch and TikTok, and I have, I've had people send me stuff and be like, you know, oh, I'm only gonna have it on my page for like a certain amount of time. So I want you to watch it and see if it's funny or see if it's good, and then I'm gonna delete it. And I always told them, like, keep it up there. They always say, like, one of the reasons why they said they won't keep it up there is because they think their friends are going to judge them, or they think someone else is going to judge them. I'm here to say this, guys. If you want to post something, post it. You know, if you want to make content, make content. Don't be afraid of what he or she might say, because you put yourself in a box. You know, it's okay to take criticism, but the biggest thing that you gotta kind of learn is that you're gonna have people that not gonna like your content, and then you're gonna have these people over here that absolutely love your content. Now, the ones that don't like your content and that talks negative about your content, they're this much of your percentage. So let's draw a circle, right? They're literally right here. The rest of this circle, bam, 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 are all the love. Us as a society, we like to focus on the bad. The bad gets pushed out more than anything when it comes to social media, when it comes to life in general, you know? And you have to, like, it's a mental thing, to be honest with you. It does take a little bit of time to, like, once you see that first negative comment, it does nag at you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hey, I'm still, sometimes it nags at me sometimes. I really don't get that much hate comments, but every now and then I do, and it does kind of nag at me, and I kind of do focus on it, but that's a human nature type of thing. For you guys, though, that are just starting out, post the video. It doesn't have to be the best quality. It doesn't have to be the best lighting. You don't have to have the best microphone. Just post, because those videos, those authentic videos, are a lot of times the videos that pop off. The videos that put you in position you never thought you would be, put you in rooms that you never thought you would be into. Because nowadays, the authentic people are seeing a resurgence. I don't even know if I said that word right, but anyway, they're seeing a uplift, you know. And here's the thing, guys. Anything that you post is gonna get some hate. No matter how good it is, no matter how funny it is, you're always gonna see that one person that their day is not good. Their situation that they're living in every single day is not good. You're always gonna have that. But you gotta focus on the positives, you know? For me, I know for me, when I first started out, I started posting because I wanted something to look back on years and years from now and be like, if I'm bored in the house by myself and I'm like, wow, I recorded that video. Like what was I thinking? I do get to that, like, oh, I could have made this video better now, what I know now, this and that. But it's such a cool thing to have. It's like a memory book. And it's just so cool to have those moments and to see your progression over time. Like the other day, I checked out one of my first videos that I recorded, and the growth from that video to where I'm at now it's literally like looking at a different person. It's like I've never seen this person before. But here's the cool thing about it. I still remember recording it. As bad as my memory is, boy, that's a plus. I still remember recording it. I still remember how I used to record my videos. What I used to say in my videos. Sometimes I catch myself saying my intros that I used to say. And it's just one of those things where it's so cool to have that video memory. Like you can have that memory in your brain, but having it in a video or a picture, it just brings on a different emotion, you know? And for me, that was one of the big reasons why I started making content. And then later on, I was like, well, maybe I can make this a thing. Maybe people really like this stuff. So maybe I should start keep doing the things I'm doing. And it was crazy. It's been a crazy journey, but it's been a journey to where I would not change it for anything, you know? Because now I have expanded to more things, such as this podcast right here. I never thought I would be making a podcast. I never thought I'd be making a podcast. I had a I had an idea maybe 2 years ago about making a podcast. Me and my friend, we always talk about it anytime we saw each other, but we never really acted on it. It was just one of those things where it was like, yo, we could do this, we could do that. We always talk about it. Then one day we actually decided to record an episode. Now, that is lost footage. Now, I don't even know what happened to that video, okay? He doesn't know either. At the time he knew somebody that, had a camera and stuff like that, and we wanted to be kind of professional in a way. And so we met at a location and we recorded the podcast. Um, it was very raw, very like we did not know what we was doing type, but it was very cool to have that experience with someone, you know. Unfortunately, as you can see now, I do not have a co-host. um I am still looking for one, so if you guys want to join, I am still looking for one. But it's one of those things that we even talk about to this day. Like, I will send him like the podcast after it's recorded, and I bet, hey man, what can I do better, what can I do, you know. And that's another important thing for you guys out there that do want to do content and are afraid. Send it to your friends. I think that right there helped me and has helped other people so much. Send it to someone that you know is going to give a real opinion. And if you're that type of person that do not like real opinions and stuff, I'm going to tell you this right now, and this might sound harsh. Don't make content. Just don't at that point. But if you want someone that is going to really tell you, hey, you should fix this, or maybe you can cut out this. I don't know if that was funny. I don't think it hit like you thought it would hit. You know? The amount of times I have sent videos to my friends and I'm thinking, oh, it's the best video ever, or it's the funniest video ever, and they would send me a message, or sometimes they would call me and be like, nah, I did not laugh one bit. I didn't laugh. And it doesn't matter what content you do, as long as you're passionate about it, you're gonna find an audience. You know, and people are really good at sniffing out fakeness, or you don't really want to do it. You're just doing it just because. If you just want to do it just because, that's perfectly fine. But if you do want to make like content for people to laugh, or to people for people to think, or whatever your content is, just post, man, because you never know what could happen. It's been so many times I've posted a video that I did not think was going to do anything, and next thing you know, it blew up for my channel. You know, and that has happened on my main channel a couple of times. Not on this channel. On this channel, it has happened before. It's happened once on this channel, but it has happened a lot on my main channel, Football Talk Reactions, by the way. Make sure you subscribe to that. But anyway, and so it's just one of those things where it's like, if you really do want to do it, I say just do it. Just go for it. And if you're shy or you're nervous on camera, because that's probably was the biggest issue for me, was being shy on camera and talking to a camera, and like basically I'm talking to you're talking to yourself. This is some tricks I did to, combat that. I would just prop up my phone and just talk by anything. Just prop up my phone, just talk, and it would not even be recorded. I would just have the camera so I could see myself, and I would just talk. And granted, me in my real life, I talk a lot as is, and some of my family and stuff, they're like, "All right, Jay, cool. All right, I'm gonna leave," So that did help, but on camera is just different, especially if you're not used to being on camera, like you didn't grow up with, you know, making videos or doing this. See, I didn't grow up like that. Yeah, we did little videos like for Thanksgiving or an event or something like that, but not just around the house. I wasn't that type of person. Like, I've said this before on my stream. If you ask anybody that I grew up with, would I be doing this right now? Will I be making a content or making skits or doing any of this that I'm doing right now? I ain't gonna lie to you. Probably, I say probably 95 to 97% of them would say, what? No. Cause I was never one to like be with a camera or stuff like that. Like, and even videos that I was in, at school or whatever, right? You could always tell I was like kind of like very quiet, very odd in a way. Not in like a crazy way, like, oh, he's a little, you know what? Like, not in that type of way, but in a way to where I just wasn't comfortable with the camera. And I think for me, just talking to my phone for like an hour, it doesn't even have to be an hour. It could be, you could talk to it for 20 minutes. And just talk about anything that's going on in your life, things that you have seen going on in the world. Just talk about anything. And then when you are ready to record, you already have the biggest thing that any creator, and there are big creators out there now that still get nervous on camera. I personally have been doing this since like 2018, and every single time I'm about to press record, I am super nervous. I can feel it in my stomach, I be sweating sometimes. You might see on camera I might be sweating, and it's because, like, for one, I want to present myself in the best way I can. You know, not and it's not even about, trying to be perfect on this camera because I'm not. I show the sides of me that I never thought I would show now. Like 2 years ago, I don't think I could do this podcast. I don't think I can talk to you guys and give you guys advice like I can now. And this has helped me in my personal life as well. Doing these type of things on the podcast or doing it on live streams, doing story times, whatever. This has helped me so much in my real life. And I feel like for people out there that do want to make content, it can help you in so many other aspects of your life. Like talking to people. That's another big one. Talking to people out in public. Couple years ago, your boy was nervous, okay? And sometimes I still do this when somebody be like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" Like I can't, like, it's the words don't come out right. Or I'll be walking past them and they'll say like, "Oh, hey," "Oh, hey," and I can't talk, so I just do this. Or I'm already walking past them and then I say hey and they can't hear me. I still do that to this. I just did this uh Thursday or Wednesday. I just did that. You know? But the times that I do see people, I'm always a hey, how you doing? Have a nice day. I've always been like that, but I'm more so not scared if they want to have a conversation, cuz I was one of those people that I didn't really want to talk to people. I still deal with that to a certain extent today, but the videos that I've made, the videos that I recorded has allowed me to talk to people about different things that I don't think I would have been talking about even a year ago. I've grown a lot from even a year, just recording videos and learning about things about myself that I didn't know. Like I knew I was a jokester. I knew that I had my little one twos as far as jokes. But doing skits, it's so much freedom that I didn't even know that I didn't have before. Like I love making skits. Like skits are like one of like the best things I've ever done. They're so fun. The characters, the everything about the process I love. And I also took a step back from doing streams every single day. Now, Wednesday and Thursdays are pretty much like my days off. But they're not really, because Wednesdays are my skits days, right? Basically, I write out outline about my skits, kind of like a general outline, and then I go for it. And then Thursdays I record Madden videos because I'm doing that again. And it's so cool to see that process and then to publish that video because I know the work I put in, and to see people really like it and really enjoy it. And shout out to this fan. I'm a I'm gonna try to post a screenshot right here or somewhere on the screen. Um they were in my TikTok live stream and they told me that they are, battling cancer, and that they love watching my videos. And that's not the first time somebody has said like, oh, they enjoy my videos, but it was one of those where I was at a time in my place in my life where I wasn't sure if I wanted to do streaming anymore. And that right there gave me a boost, like the craziest boost ever. And it's like, Jay, what are you talking about? You don't want to do this, bro? I know you're wearing a lot of hats right now, but this is beneficial to you, not only to them, but to you. It gives you something to do. It gives you a purpose. It gives you a why. It gives you anything and everything you need to get out of this bed and get ready. So yes, it might seem like a lot from the outside, and this is what I was talking. This is all in my head, and basically, yes, it does. It does seem like it's a lot from the outside looking in. You post so much, but it gives you so much joy to see others react to your content and to say, "Oh, that made their day better. Oh, this the laugh I needed." Like it is so cool to see and to hear that from people that I want everybody to experience that. I want you guys to experience that because it's a feeling that you. It's very hard to it's very hard to describe that feeling. It's very hard to describe that feeling. Um, and this is one of those things where once you get that feeling that first time, it's like riding your favorite roller coaster. Every single time you go to that park, you know exactly where the roller coaster is at, and you know you want to ride it a couple of times. Even if it's some downsides to that, the upsides outweigh it by 100. And it's just cool for me. I love looking at you guys' videos. It's really cool to see people that follow me on my journey and have left amazing comments, or have said my one liners or whatever. It is so cool to see you guys videos, so I just want to let you guys know this, and I'm gonna end it out with this. Guys, if you don't have no one else to watch your videos, send the videos to me. I will love to, and this is for my community out there. Okay? You guys are absolutely amazing, and I will love to help you on your journey if you want to make content. In any way I can, please reach out to me because I will love to give you any tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. I'm not that type of creator that's gonna be like, "Oh, I found this trick. I'm holding this. Nope. No, 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 no. You can't have it. No." I'm not that type of creator. I want to learn and teach the next people coming up. I want to be a part of that. So I appreciate you guys for listening, for watching episode 30. We are on Spotify, so you guys can listen to the podcast. It goes out the same exact time that the podcast goes out, the video version of it. On Wednesdays at 4 p.m. I absolutely love making this podcast every single Sunday. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode. I love you guys. And let me know what other topics you would like to see me talk about. See you guys in episode 31.